Hey, what's up, you music fans, music nerds, music enthusiasts? We're at that point of the year where we want to talk about the year as a whole, how much we hated it, how much we loved it. In this video, I want to talk about how much I loved it and albums that have just been amazing over this year. Now, usually people like me would do a top 10, top 50 albums of the year. Now, the problem is I didn't listen to that many albums that were released this year, and the ones that I did listen to, most of them I listened to in like the last 48 hours. So I don't have time to comprise a full list, although I will give a top 3. So let's just say my favorite albums of the year in no particular order whatsoever. You have Anthrax's For All Kings, an amazing thrash record, the best one I've heard all year. For sure, best of the big 4 to be released in this last calendar year. The other one that's very good is Megadeth's Dystopia. Probably the best Megadeth record to come out since Euthanasia or even Countdown to Extinction. Another great metal record, Vektor. This is a technical thrash, technical death, sprinkled with black metal and interwoven with progressive metal for 70 minutes of pure awesomeness. And it's a great concept album as well. The lyrics travel this interesting space story, conquering worlds basically, and immortality. So definitely, if you're into that brutal thrash metal type stuff, definitely give that one a listen to. The new Swain album, these guys are a punk grunge rock band, one of those bands that it's in that 90s revivalism, whatever, that's been plaguing us for a while now, but this one's actually pretty good. It reminds me of a lot of Nirvana's debut album, Bleach, A Long Dark Blue by Swain. You will listen to. Another one is Swans. Swans is a legendary experimental rock group that have released quite a few 2-hour-long albums this decade, and this one, The Glowing Man, is hard listen at first, but you'll get more interested in it as you get into the back half of this album. So if you're listening to it and you feel bored, please just give it a chance. The new Car Seat Headrest album. This is like a lo-fi rock album that you would like hear in record stores, or at least that's how it sounds like to me. Gritty production that reminds me a little bit of early White Stripes, kind of production-wise, although the sound is much different. And lyrically, it's a little bit more emotional. Next one's The Death Grips. This is probably one of the more unique albums I heard all year. Some crazy rapping vocals going on that makes it a little bit of a hard listen, but it's really fun because it's definitely unique, and so you want to definitely give that one a shot. Regina, Spektor, singer-songwriter, has been coming up. Alternative in my opinion, but very emotional. Her piano playing's great. It's an interesting listen, as I don't usually listen to this type of music, but as good as that was, I would probably start giving her a little bit more of a listen, and I think y'all should give her a listen too, if you don't already. The Drones have released a new album called Feeling Kinda Free. Haven't really listened to the Drones ever, but this album has got me interested in them, and I surely look forward to going back in their discography. This is a little bit more of some like slightly experimental, alternative art, noise rock. I'm a little bit indifferent towards this album, but the music itself has me very interested. Touche, Amore, their album Stage 4, they are a post-hardcore band. It's very good, very talented at what they do, very tight performances from every member of the band, and this is an emotionally compelling album, as the lead singer, who's the main songwriter, wrote about the death of his mother to stage 4 cancer. If you're into some post-hardcore, that's a great album to get into. A Tribe Called Quest released their final album this year. These guys are basically the inventors, pioneers of jazz rap, which has been coming back a lot lately in the likes of J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar and a few other artists. This album is very old school to me. But that's what I think makes it great, because it just shows off how good they've always been and how good they can still be. All the performances are great. All the features are great. Frank Ocean's highly anticipated second album. This was a decent album to my opinion, but of course one of the better ones I've heard all year. It has that chill vibe to it that makes me interested the whole way through. Touche is an experimental electronic sort of group. They covered the Twin Peaks soundtrack. I have not heard the original Twin Peaks soundtrack, But I hear that this covers album is a lot more haunting than the original, and that is my top albums of the year in no particular order except for the top 3. Give every single one of these albums a listen to. If you have listened to them, I would like to know what you thought about them down in the comments. So like this video if you liked it, comment, and subscribe to the channel. But thank you guys for watching.